Hey, John, it's Buddy. How are you? Yes. Thank- Yeah, I heard that loud and clear, brother. All right. All right. Thanks, pal. Chris! Chris! Hello again, and welcome everybody as we are about to bring you another Cape May County basketball rivalry game. This one featuring the Ocean City High School Red Raiders traveling down to the Parkway to exit 4 to take on the Wildwood High School Warriors. And this is a rivalry that goes back many, many years, and it's always a great one when these two teams get together. And Ocean City comes into this game with a record of 8 wins and 12 losses. Not your typical Red Raider year under Coach John Bruno, who has been with this program for 20 plus years, and Coach Bruno does an excellent job. And the Wildwood Warriors, they come in with a record of 12 wins and 7 defeats under head coach Scott McCracken. And before the broadcast is going to get started, which our viewers are going to be able to watch, it's going to be the Hall of Fame, the Wildwood Hall of Fame induction ceremony with 4 inductees to this year's class of the Warrior Hall of Fame. And, and again, getting back to this basketball game tonight, Ocean City, they are led by junior guard Omira Shavir. He averages 11 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. Sean Sakers, a 6'1 junior forward, he averages 8 points a game, just over 4 rebounds. Dylan Schlatter, a 6-foot sophomore forward, averages just under 9 a game. Corey Segich, who averages he's a 6'2 sophomore, and he averages just under 10 points a game and 4.5 rebounds. And then rounding out that starting lineup is Pat Grimley, a senior who averages 6 points and 4 rebounds a game. And Wildwood High, led by the sophomore junior Hans, and Hans averages 17.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and almost 3 steals a game. He is a well-rounded basketball player and has been a lot of fun to watch this year. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch for the next 2 seasons. And also Ernie Triano, the 6-foot senior, he averages 12.5 points a game, 6.5 rebounds, 6.9 rebounds, just under 7 boards a game. And his brother, Dominic Triano, averaging 9 points a game, a 6'2" senior forward. And then Josh Felice, a 6'1" senior, he averages just over 4 points a game, 3.5 rebounds. And the starting 5 is rounded out by Ryan Troiano, and Ryan averages just over 2 points a game, but Ryan's one of those guys, he does a lot of things that do not show up in a box score. He might be he is Wildwood's best on-ball defender. He does a great job in keeping this team organized and moving the ball around for the Warriors. He's one of those guys who's very, very unselfish, and he's the type of guy, he's like the glue that keeps everybody together. And Ryan, just a sophomore, he does an excellent job, with this basketball club. And coming off the bench, another sophomore, Jordan Fusick. Fusick averages just under 9 points a game. And Jordan, he is the Warriors' best three-point shooter. Jordan shoots about 36% from beyond the arc, and he averages just under 9 points a game. But game last week, he was really red hot coming off that bench. He knocked down, I think he was 5 for 5 from the three-point range in a big Warrior road win. So Wildwood, they get a lot out of 6 or 7 players, and it's the same, with the Red Raiders of Ocean City and John Bruno. He'll play about 8 guys, maybe stretch it to 9, and it's a very, very athletic team. Most of the guys on the Red Raiders are 6 foot or over. They just have 1 or 2 players that contribute that are under 5 feet. And as the Warrior Hall of Fame members are being introduced, the first was the family of George Coleman. George Coleman graduated in 1961, and he was one of the Warriors, all-time, just an all-around athlete. And unfortunately, Mr. Coleman gave his all for our country in the Vietnam War, but he has been honored with different memorial plaques around and a memorial park in Wildwood Crest. A great family, and just a very good tribute to him here today. Lisa Schultz, a 1978 graduate of Wildwood High, was the next Warrior inducted into the Warrior Hall of Fame. As you saw Lisa come out and receive her plaque. And now the Paul Franco, who unfortunately passed away in the past year. His family is here to receive his award. Paul was just a legendary athlete here in the Wildwoods as a not only a football player, which he went on to play 4 years at Villanova University, but he was an outstanding basketball player as well. And I would obviously I have to mention the simple also His family owns multiple properties, but the Foul Harbor Motor Inn here in Wildwood Crest, and Paul and the Franco family, big sponsors of high school sports on 98.7 The Coast, and the family continues that tradition in his honor as they all pose for the picture with Steve Lurch, the Warrior Athletic Director, as they take Paul's plaque, and then the family stands behind. It's his sisters, and the tallest of the group is his younger brother, Joe Franco, who is a staple as well in the athletic community. Joe had a great career in basketball at Wildwood Catholic, and the Franco family has done just a tremendous amount. Arlene Franco, Paul's mom, just a tremendous supporter of high school sports, and the Wildwoods Convention Center would not have been a reality without a woman like Arlene in the driver's seat. So that family has just done a tremendous job and a real credit to our community. And the next inductee is going to be the legendary basketball and soccer player here at Wildwood, as my partner Brian Cunniff has just made it from one of his many engagements, and Jen Fetzik will be the next inductee to the Warrior Hall of Fame. So at this time, we're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a break. It's going to be as Jen comes out on the court now to receive her plaque, and she's coming out with her family, her mom and dad and husband and children. It is and again, it's the Fetzik family, another major contributor to the community of the Wildwoods and high school sports as well. So, and again, we're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and we will be right back with the start of this basketball game, Ocean City and Wildwood High, right here on 98.7 The Coast. Welcome back to Wildwood High, and I am Buddy Tarbotton. And joining me now is Brian Cunniff. Brian just went over to the scores table to confirm that there were no last-minute number changes and get starting lineups. And again, we're getting ready to bring you the Ocean City High School Red Raiders taking on the Wildwood High School Warriors, and it will be this gym. It's over 3/4 full. So if you're on your way, you still have time to get in here and get a seat. We knew there was going to be a big crowd, but if you're not on your way, then just sit back and tune in, or stay tuned in, I should say. Don't touch that radio dial if you want to watch the live stream. We're on coastsportstoday.com, and we're also on the Coast Sports Today Facebook page, where you can see our legendary video man, Chris Knoll, who will be moving the camera, hopefully in all the right directions. And we're going to be getting ready, as I said, to get this game started. And right now, Brian, we got a nice crowd here right now.
Well, you know, buddy, whenever you bring Ocean City and Wildwood together, you know you're going to have a good crowd to begin with. But then you add in the fact that they did a very nice Wall of Fame ceremony. And the one thing that Wildwood does here, they do ceremonies well. They don't overproduce them and they don't underproduce them. They're just right, and they did a really nice job with that ceremony. And obviously they're giving the kids a little more time to warm up here, since they had to sit on the bench for about 10 or 15 minutes during that ceremony to honor the new Wall of Fame members. So great job by Wildwood to do that. We'll give you the starters for both teams. Ocean City comes in at 8-12, and they're going to be all underclassmen in their starting lineup. Dylan Slater is a sophomore. Omaro Shavir is a junior guard. Sean Saker is a junior guard, and then sophomore forward Corey Sagich, and then junior forward Andrew Carianis, who missed a lot of time this year after getting an injury in practice. This is his second game back. He's going to get a start tonight for Ocean City, coached by John Bruno. Wildwood, coached by Scott McCracken. They'll go with two sophomores in the backcourt in Junior Hans and Ryan Troiano. A senior in the backcourt at the third guard position in Ernie Troiano, and two seniors down low in Dom Troiano and Josh Valise. And basically, all of the key subs for Wildwood are sophomores. These are two really young teams. I mean, Wildwood's got the three seniors in the starting lineup, but they have no juniors, and it's two sophomores in the starting lineup along with them, along with all substitutes who will be sophomores. So, and again, Ocean City without a senior in the starting lineup as well. And of course, Wildwood is coached by Scott McCracken. Wildwood's wearing the home whites trimmed in maroon and gray. Ocean City, the away reds, trimmed in white and black. And we've got a score in dramatic fashion. Ocean City's girls beat Vineland 52-51 in overtime on a three-pointer by Avery Jackson with 5 seconds left in the overtime period. So congratulations to OC on that win in overtime on Jackson's three-pointer. And of course, we'll have other scores for you as the evening goes
that game was
along.
today?
That game was at 4 o'clock.
So she did that the other day, too.
Exactly.
She won a game.
At Vineland. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty...
All right, they're going to play the national anthem. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the start of this one right after this on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Lucky Bones and Cape May. They proudly support all the athletes in tonight's game. Great food with great friends. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Crest Savings Bank is a proud sponsor of local sports. We'd like to wish everyone the best of luck in tonight's game. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. CrestSavings.com. Check out Figgy Tech for all your technology troubles. Figgy Tech is conveniently located in Rio Grande on Route 47. Call 609-849-0495 today. Reminder from Cape Assist that children who regularly communicate with their parents about their daily activities are 60% less likely to be involved in substance abuse. Cape Assist supports high school basketball on the coast. One of the great rivalries from the old Cape Atlantic League, buddy, and they've tried to keep this going through the years. Ocean City and Wildwood were playing every year since 2013-14. COVID prevented that last year. Ocean City has actually won 6 of the last 7 games played between these two teams. The only win in that stretch was a 51-50 win by Wildwood in 2018.
And Brian, I think the old guy sitting next to you on your left, I think he's played in a couple of Wildwood Ocean City games.
Yeah, Ernie would have played in quite a few of those. They would have been in the league together then. 2 referees only for this game, Lance Bailey and Chris Hines. And for Lance Bailey's edification, I believe there is a defibrillator just off premises here.
Oh, absolutely. The last time he refereed a 2-man game here, he was in very bad shape the following day.
Andrew Carianis, as we said, is going to jump center for Ocean City. This is just his second game back after suffering a bad ankle injury a few weeks ago.
And he's a 6'4" junior.
Well, jumping up against Josh Felice. Ocean City wins the tip, but it goes off the Raiders and out of bounds, and Wildwood will have it.
I think they might
Well, they're going to call for a re-jump, but that ball clearly went off of Ocean City. They're going to give Wildwood the ball. Now they change it, so good job. Like Chris Hines came in and overruled Lance Bailey on that, said, no, that definitely went off of Ocean City. So Wildwood will have it. And it's Ryan Troiano, Ocean City playing a 2-3 zone. Troiano goes to it down low to Junior Hans. Blocked, but a foul. And this will go against Carianis. And Junior Hans will go to the line. So, pretty good early possession for Wildwood, but Hans misses the first foul shot.
And Brian, both of these teams are really evenly matched.
Second free throw is good by Hans. Wildwood is 12-7. They've won 2 straight. Huge win on Friday over Salem, and then they beat Woodstown earlier this week. Sagich left side into the top of the lane, shut off. Goes up high to Shavir. Shavir's their leading scorer, averages about 11 a game. Now we have a foul on Josh Felice.
Wow.
On a hand check. And
wow, if they're going to call fouls like that all night, we're going to run out of players.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about the one called on Carianis to start the game there.
I mean, this is going to be a physical game. That's what Ocean City and Wildwood do.
Slater to the baseline, tried to pass it down low. Now Ocean City resets. Saget steps in, 16-footer is no good off the top of the rim. Rebound kept alive by the Raiders. Shavir. Now it's Sakers. Back to Shavir for 3, bang.
Well, Brian, that's what happens. You know, Ocean City they miss 2, get 2 offensive rebounds. You know what? The third one, there's 3 for $1. They knock that one down. And obviously, Wildwood cannot afford to give up offensive rebounds.
Hans drives baseline, pulls up, little jumper is good. We're tied at 3.
That was a strong left baseline move that time by Junior Hans.
Slater to Sakers, left side against Ryan Troiano. Drives, kicks to Shavir. Good ball fake, gets Troiano in the air, one dribble, pull up, and the jumper is good. Wildwood's got to have a better close out there.
We've got to watch Shavir play last Saturday against Lower Cape May. He is tough offensively, especially off the dribble.
Ryan Troiano carried the basketball. It's a turnover on Wildwood.
And that's going to be the first turnover of the basketball game. 6:16 to play here in the first quarter. It's Ocean City 5, Wildwood 3. The Red Raiders have the basketball.
Slater against Hans. Still holding the dribble. Got it to Karianis. Now it's Sagic, right side. Looking down low, can't get it there. Gets it to Shavir. Drives baseline, shut off. Backdoor pass to Karianis. Got it and a foul.
And, you know, I don't know, Brian. That was that was the correct call, but and one. I mean, that was a little bit of an NBA hesitation type and one. And that foul's going to be on Ryan Triano. His first, team's second.
Yeah, and an Ocean City team that doesn't score a lot of points against the Wildwood team that's usually pretty good defensively. And Ocean City's already got 8 points less than 2 minutes, or just about 2 minutes into this game. Here's Hans, right side to Ryan Triano. Ocean City has scored on every one of their possessions so far. Hans on the left wing. Holds up top to Ernie Triano. The top of the key area. Backs it away and resets. Goes to his cousin Ryan on the right wing. Picked up by Slater. Holding the dribble. Cross court. Too high for Ernie and out of bounds. That's where you just have to make the easy pass. Junior Hans is 6 feet from him, and he tried to throw a cross-court pass that was too high.
And that was, there was no...
Very sloppy start for Wildwood here.
There was no fundamental correctness at all in that skip pass.
Sakers on the right wing. It's a ball screen from Shavir. Or make it Sagic. Sagic goes to the basket, and the layup is good. Timeout Wildwood. And they're down 10-3 to start, and Scott McCracken is not happy. And this is a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Basketball on the Coast brought to you by the City of Wildwood. They wish all of the students a safe, healthy, and memorable school year. And they wish the best of luck to the Wildwood High School basketball teams.
And Brian, that was a good timeout. Ocean City, they're 3 of 5 inside the arc, 1 for 1 from beyond. And the 2 misses, they got offensive rebounds and ended up hitting that three-pointer.
Yeah, they've scored on every possession. They lead at 10-3. Here's Ryan Triano, goes up top to Ernie, dips in, left side to Junior Hans, fakes a three, drives baseline, shoveled it into the post, it was stolen away. Stolen away by Shavir, and he'll bring it up for the Raiders.
And that's the
Actually,
third.
We'll hand it off to Slater, who brings it up for the Raiders.
The third turnover against Wildwood High.
Slater lost the dribble, got it to Sagic. Steps in, goes to Slater. Left elbow, foul line area. Now it's Shavir. Into the lane, bounces, reverse layup. Sagic is good.
And again, there's no help side defense down on that baseline.
Well, buddy, the one thing that Wildwood's done all year is they play with energy. They have zero energy right now. Ernie Triano to the basket, reject it, and here's Ocean City pushing. Slater with the basketball, right side to Shavir. Raiders leading 12-3. Karianis to Sagic. In the corner, Shavir. Ball fakes, drives, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Valise. That's the first stop that Wildwood's gotten defensively in the game.
That's the first rebound Wildwood's gotten in the game.
Here's Troiano with it. Right side to Hans. Hans working against Slater, against the zone.
Which would make sense if Ocean City scored every possession.
Ryan Troiano on the left wing. Cross court to Ernie Troiano for three. That's short. Rebound brought down by Omero Shavir. Hands off to Dylan Slater, and Ocean City will walk it up. Sagic on the right side to Shavir. Down low to Sagic. Blocked by Valise and out of bounds. Jordan Fusick will check in for Wildwood. You know, buddy, Lower Cape May played Ocean City on Saturday. They played them zone exclusively and held Ocean City to 46 points for the game. Wildwood's playing man here, and they've let up 12 in the first 5. You know, maybe switch the zone. Here's Sagic, steps into the foul line area, kicks out the Sakers. Now it's Slater in the corner. Steps through a double team, tipped and stolen away. Dom Troiano got the loose ball to Junior Hans, stops at the foul line, and nearly airballs a short jumper. And Ocean City has the rebound.
Yeah, that was clearly a not going to go in from when it left his hands.
Shavir, top of the key, goes to Sakers. Sakers hands to Corey Sagic. Sophomore forward, right side to Slater, work going by Hans. Slater had it tipped away by Hans into the hands of Sakers, stolen away by Jordan Fusick. Fusick takes it to the left side, goes to Hans. Hans for three, short, rebound Dom Troiano. Lost the dribble, got it to Fusick, good extra pass to Hans. Fakes a three, drives to the basket, layup is no good. Rebound Ernie Troiano in traffic, and he had it stolen out of his hands by Omero Shavir. Shavir for Ocean City up on the wing, and kicks it back out to Slater.
12-3, Ocean City on top, 150 to go.
Sagic driving to the basket, shut off, goes up and scores.
And Sagic he's 3 of 5 from the floor, all inside shots.
Here's a three by Jordan Fusick, and he's been hot from that distance, but that's no good. Middle Township is leading Hamilton 41-20 in the third quarter. Sakers to Carianis, layup is good. And Ocean City is up 16-3.
And right now, Wildwood is just getting eaten up with Ocean City's ball movement and the inside to their bigs.
Here's Hans. Just to the right of the key, goes to Fusick. Swung on the left side to Ernie Troiano. Head and shoulders fake, tries baseline shut off. To Dom Troiano for three, that's way short. Long rebound comes out to Sakers. He's pushing for Ocean City. Kicks to Carianis. Again, the Sagic for three. No good off the iron. Rebound, Josh Valise. Outlets to Junior Hans on the left wing. Hans drives into the paint and kicks to Ernie Troiano.
30 seconds, first quarter. 16-3, Wildwood trails.
Troiano for three. That's no good off the back iron. And now Ocean City can get the last shot.
And the possession arrow is in the Red Raiders' favor.
Slater with it against Hans. 9 seconds to go. And he's fouled by Hans.
And that's not a good foul, Brian.
Well, especially when defensively, you've actually caused them to go laterally and back, and then you reach in and foul.
With 6 seconds
right,
left
and
to go.
It's not as if he was driving by him. It was a crossover where he was going back toward the division line, and then it was a reach-in foul. Slater off a ball screen. Good hedge by Dom Troiano in the post to Grimley. Stolen by Hans, and that'll do it for the quarter. And it was all Ocean City. They lead at 16-3 back after this on 98-7 the Coast. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Bob's Auto Body in Wildwood. They'd like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this basketball season. Troiano and Sons is a proud supporter of Wildwood High School basketball. For masonry work, stone pavers, concrete, and more, call Troiano and Sons 609-522-3355 for a free estimate. Ocean City just dominated Wildwood in that first quarter, leading 16-3.
He shot 7 for 12 from the floor, 6 for 10 inside the arc, 1 for 2 from beyond. They also dominated the boards, out-rebounding Wildwood 8-4. The Warriors shot 1 for 9 from the floor. They were 0 for 5 from beyond the arc, 1 for 4 inside. They had 4
Wildwood
rebounds.
is starting the second quarter in a 2-3 zone. Ocean City with the basketball. Slater goes over to Connor Musket, who's into the game. We have an offensive foul called against Pat Grimley in the post.
And that was a good job that time by Dominic Troiano. He drew that charge, and he sold that as much as he did having good position.
Here's Troiano with the basketball, goes left side. Hans on the right wing, fires a three, way short, barely hit the front of the rim. Here's Ocean City with the basketball. Musket on the right wing. Down low to Sagic. Up top to Schlater. Driving is Shavir. Foul line jumper is good.
Man, he is tough, Brian.
18-3 Ocean City.
Shavir he's now 3 for 4 inside the arc. And that 1 3-pointer. He leads all scorers with 9. 6:50 to play, first half. It's Ocean City 18, Wildwood 3.
Troiano right side to Fusick. Can't free himself for the shot. Goes back to Ryan Troiano. Steps into the foul line area. Kicks to Hans. Hans fakes a three. Steps in. Goes to Ernie Troiano along the baseline. Back to Hans. Ernie Troiano again. Hans again. Left wing three. No good long. Rebound brought down by Shavir. 18-3 Ocean City. Musket in the corner to Sagic. Swung left side to Shavir. The corner to Connor Musket. Up top to Dylan Slater. They work it around the perimeter. Here's Musket for three, short. Rebound, taken by Sagic. Had it blocked. Hans on the outlet after Fusick got the second rebound. Goes to the basket, got it in the foul. That stops a 10-0 Ocean City run, and it makes it 18-5. Zion Hamilton for Wildwood into the game, replacing Dom Troiano.
And that foul is on Connor Musket, the 5'8 senior. That's his first, team's third. And Hans at the line. And he rattles home the free throw.
He's got all 6 of Wildwood's points. It's 18-6. Now Wildwood going with pressure to try to speed Ocean City up. Slater across the timeline against Ryan Troiano. Goes right side to Sagic. Swung over to Musket. Sagic again, right side. Now it's Shavir. Dylan Slater now. Shavir steps in, kicks. Connor Musket for three, that's no good long. Good box out by Junior Hans. Outlets to Jordan Fusick. Lobs it up the floor to Ernie Troiano. Baseline drive, layup is no good. Got his own rebound, that's no good. And the rebound brought down by Omero Shavir.
And Wildwood is obviously, they got to make layups. They have to make those types of shots. And when you're struggling on offense, everything becomes a hard shot to drop. 18-6, 4:45 to play, first half.
Dylan Slater, top of the key. Left side, Omero Shavir. drives baseline, shut off. Musket is fouled by Ryan Troiano.
And Brian, that's going to be the second personal foul on Ryan Triano, the 5'8" sophomore guard. Fourth team foul on the Warriors here in the first half.
Sagich, right wing. Swung to Sakers. Down low to Shavir, reverse layup. No good, in and out. Got his own rebound and missed the layup. Rebound Zion Hamilton. Outlets to Ryan Troiano, takes it up the right side, now brings it back to the middle of the floor. Bounces to Junior Hans, left side for three. Bang! So Wildwood scored 6 straight here, and it's now 18-9.
But somebody other than Junior Hans needs to start putting the ball in the basket for the Warriors.
Sagich down low. Great pass by Shavir, but Grimley missed the shot. And the rebound to Wildwood. Here's Ryan Troiano. Hans again on the left side. Wasn't free for the three, so he backs it away. Bounces to Ryan Troiano, swung to Fusick. Ryan Troiano again, top of the key. Dribble penetrates, fakes, goes to the basket. That's a great move. Kisses it off the glass and in.
A beautiful head and shoulder fake.
And now Wildwood has scored 8 straight, and they're back in it. They trail 18-11.
That was a beautiful head and shoulder fake, Brian, by Ryan Triano. And he used the glass and knocked it down.
Slater, top of the key, right side to Shavir. Swung to Sakers. Sean Sakers for 3, off the iron, no good. Long rebound to Slater, though. Gives Ocean City another possession. Slater steps in, left elbow jumper. In and out, rebound, battled for, and we're going to have a foul on Wildwood. Zion Hamilton simply has to be stronger with the ball, buddy. He had that rebound, and an Ocean City player just ripped it right out of his hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Hamilton needs to come down with that, and as you said, he's got to be stronger with the ball.
Slater having trouble, finally got it to Sakers, in the corner to Slater. Now he lobs it back out to Shavir. Right side Sagich in the post. And now it's Slater stepping in, jumper's no good. Rebound brought down by Ocean City, but Junior Hans steals the pass. It was Sakers on the rebound, but Hans with the steal as Sakers was trying to save it inbounds.
And that's the 4th turnover against the Red Raiders.
Ernie Troiano left side, goes to Jordan Fusick.
Wildwood's turned it over 5 times. 2:20 to play, first
Fusick
half.
left side, fakes a 3, drives baseline, shovels it in the post to Dom Troiano, no good on the shot, and the rebound's brought down by Corey Sagich. 2:05 to go in the half. Ocean City leading 18-11. Sakers to Shavir. Baseline drive right into the post. Great pass, and Karianis lays it in.
That was a great look.
Stops an 8-0 run by Wildwood.
Left baseline drive, and then Shavir gave it up, and Karianis finished.
Dom Troiano, a baseline jumper, is good. His first field goal. And it's 20-13 now, after Wildwood trailed by as many as 12 in this first half. Sakers back to Slater, right side to Sagich. Sakers again. Sagich, pass tipped, stolen away by Hans. Hans going to the basket, and he's going to get a wide open layup, and they benefited from the ball bouncing off the referee.
Yeah.
That ball was going to go out of bounds. The referee is in bounds and part of the play.
They got 2 breaks there, and after that happened, the ref was turned the wrong way, and Hans actually stepped out of bounds.
Here's Shavir, goes up to Slater. It's a 5-point game now with 50 seconds to go in the period. In the post, Karianis, no good but a foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And I believe they're going to get they're going to give that one to Zion Hamilton. So the sophomore, he's going to pick up his 6th team foul against against Wildwood.
Free throws no good.
That's just the 2nd trip to the foul line for Ocean City.
Second one's also no good. Rebound to Dom Troiano. Got it to Junior Hans. Hans pushes into the lane to the basket. The layup is good.
Now that was a hard, very tough drive.
All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game with 33 seconds to go in the half.
Well, it's a 14-2 run, Brian, for the Warriors.
Sakers in the post to Karianis. Up to Slater for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Shavir. Turns, fires, and it's good. Ocean City by 5. Wildwood can get the last shot here. 10 seconds to go in the period. Dom Triano baseline to Fusick. Fusick in the corner. Junior Hans for three. Bang! Beats the buzzer, and it's a 2-point game at the half. And what a first half by Junior Hans, as he has 16 of Wildwood's 20. And they trail Ocean City 22-20 after Ocean City went out to an 18-6 lead to start the game. We'll be back with the halftime report after this 4-minute timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Brian Cunniff, Buddy Tarbotton, back at Wildwood High School. Chris Knoll on the live video stream on coastsportstoday.com. And it was Ocean City came out really strong to start the game, and then Wildwood had a great finish to the half. Ocean City led 18-6 at one point actually led 16-3 after the first quarter, and then 18-6 at one point in the second quarter. And Wildwood finished the quarter very strong. That Junior Hans three-pointer pulls them within two at 22-24. And it's kind of interesting the way the scoring's gone. Ocean City has all of their points from three players. And it's Omero Shavir with 9, Andrew Karianis with 7, and Corey Sagich with 6. For Wildwood, 16 of their 20 have been scored by Junior Hans. And Ryan Troiano and Dom Troiano each have a bucket, and it's 22-20 at the half. Wildwood outscoring Ocean City 17-6 actually in that second quarter.
And Brian, in that first half, Ocean City shot 10 for 25 from the floor. They were 9 for 20 inside the arc, 1 for 5 from beyond. They out-rebounded the Warriors 17-11, 10 defensive, 7 offensive. They were 1 of 3 from the foul line. They turned it over just 4 times. But Omero Shavir, he was 4 for 7 from the floor, 3 for 6 inside the arc. He nailed down 1 triple, and he had 7 rebounds. He leads all players with that 7 rebounds, 4 defensive, 3 offensive. Wildwood, they shot 8 for 21, 6 for 12 inside the arc, 2 for 9 from beyond. They have 11 rebounds as a team, 7 defensive, 4 offensive. They were 2 of 3 from the foul line, and they turned it over 5 times. And Junior Hans, he shot 6 for 11, 4 for 6 inside the arc, 2 for 5 from beyond, and he's also 2 of 3 from the charity stripe.
Couple of other scores. At last report, Egg Harbor Township was leading St. Augustine 54-37 in the third quarter. Middle Township had they looked like they were on their way to really an easy win. They led 49-25. Hamilton has now scored 20 straight points, and it's now a 4-point game with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, which is amazing. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by C. Malini Hair Salon and Tanning. That's C. Malini on Sea Isle Boulevard in Ocean View, where walk-ins and appointments are always welcome. The staff at the Cork and Bottle in Wildwood has more than 5 decades of experience in the wine and spirits industry. Check out Cork and Bottle on Atlantic Avenue in Wildwood. Finn's is the premier restaurant in Cape May, and they're open year-round. For a great restaurant with an Art Deco look, check out Finn's on Decatur Street and the Washington Street Mall. Surety Title Company and John Linnington are proud to sponsor high school sports. For all title needs, call Surety Title Company 609-846-9700. And it's Ocean City with this 22-20 lead here at the half over Wildwood. The amazing thing is, this is the 133rd meeting between these two programs. So they go way back to charter members of the Cape Atlantic League. Of course, Wildwood is no longer a member of the Cape Atlantic League. They're in the Tri-County Conference, but they've now met. This is the 133rd meeting. You want to talk about a close rivalry. Wildwood leads the series 67-65. So it's a virtual dead heat, although Ocean City has had better success in recent years as they've won 6 of the last 7 times these teams have played. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half right after this on 98.7 The Coast. All right, back at Wildwood High. Brian Cunniff with Buddy Tarbotton. Ready to start the second half. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by the Mad Batter in Cape May. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Stop in and see what everyone is raving about at the Mad Batter, located on Jackson Street in Cape May. Shore Sim Golf is proud to sponsor this high school basketball broadcast. Shore Sim Golf is located on Indian Trail Road right next to Coho Brew. Check them out at shoresimgolf.com, and they're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
And Brian, I'll tell you, it was a nice ceremony, as you said, with Jen Fetzik being here. It was nice to see Mary Kate Schiff come out to support her former teammate and some of the other girls that had came out, you know, which is a great Wildwood tradition.
Ernie Troiano for three, no good long. Dom Troiano, the offensive rebound. He'll shoot a three from the other side. Bang! And Wildwood has the lead. After trailing 18-3, they now lead at 23-22 after the first possession of the third quarter.
And that is a 20-4 run.
Here's a pass that goes out of bounds. Sagic, it was a good look to Carianis. Carianis vacated the area. And Wildwood will have the basketball.
What a comeback by the Warriors.
And it really, it was triggered by their switch to a 2-3 zone. Here's Ryan Troiano. Goes in the corner to Junior Hans, fakes a three, drives, steps in, bounces back to Ryan Troiano. And now Hans has it again in front of the Warrior bench. Goes to Ryan Troiano. Ocean City in a 2-3 zone. They do a lot of matching up out of it. Here's Ernie Troiano, back to Ryan, top of the key. Lost the dribble. Goes to Ernie. Dribble penetrates, kicks out. Junior Hans for three. Bang! Oh, baby.
And Junior Hans, he's on fire now. He's made his last 6 shots in a row. 3 twos and 3 threes.
Slater over to Sakers in the corner. Shavir drives baseline, pulls up, no good. Got his own rebound. Battle for it in the post. We have a jump ball possession to Ocean City.
26-22. Wildwood, as Brian just said, trailed 18-3 the start of the second quarter.
Slater to inbound. Got it to Sagic. Drive, shut off. Up top to Shavir. Sagic again on the right wing. Brings it back out. Sakers swings to Slater. Sean Sakers top to the key. Swung to Shavir in the corner. Thought about pulling the trigger. Now swings it back out. Ocean City resets. Slater on the left side. Here's Sakers. Slater again. Drives. Shut off. Slater on the wing once more. Sakers swings to Shavir. In the corner to Sagic. Sagic up top. Gets a return pass. Goes down low to Shavir. Now it's Sakers. Pulls up for three. Off the iron. No good. Long rebound to Slater. Slater will reset for Ocean City. Lost the dribble. Good pass to a cutting Sagic. Got it in a foul. And Corey Sagic will go to the line to try to complete a three-point play.
And that was a good look. And give credit to Sagic as he read the back of that Warrior defense. Saw a seam, Brian. He took advantage of it. Cut through. Got a good pass.
That stops a 23-4 Wildwood run. Free throw is no good long. The long rebound comes out to Dom Troiano. Got it to his brother Ernie across the division line, into the lane to the basket, blocked and out of bounds. And then it goes off of Ernie Troiano. Great defensive play by Corey Sagic.
And I'll tell you what, and another thing, Brian, Ernie Troiano is yet to score in this basketball game.
Second leading scorer at over 11 a game for Wildwood. Sagic, right side, goes to Slater, to Sakers. Baseline shot is good. He rattled it home.
That was a good, strong move that time. And that's Sean Sakers' first points of the game.
And we're tied at 26. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Ryan Troiano holds. Takes it to the wing, nearly lost it. Now lost his dribble in a bad spot. His pass was tipped out of bounds. They're going to give the ball to Ocean City.
Yeah, well, you called it because Ryan Troiano, he dribbled that into a very bad spot, then picked his dribble up. That enabled Ocean City to double team them and then use the sideline as that third defender.
Sagich on the right side. Ocean City can retake the lead here. Sakers to Carianis. Baseline jumper is good. And it's now Ocean City on top, 28-26. They've scored 6 straight.
Carianis has 9 points. He's 4 for 4 from the floor.
Jordan Fusick into the game for Wildwood. Has the basketball. Goes up top to Ryan Triano. Holds top of the key. High post pass to Ernie, or to Dom, over to Junior Hans for 3, in and out. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Dylan Schlater. Ocean City by 2 in the ball. Schlater with it. Flips it over to Sagich. Down low to Carianis, to a cutting Schlater. Kicks the Sakers, 18-footer, got it.
And that was just good ball movement, patience by the Red Raiders, Brian. They moved the ball. They didn't force anything. They found Sakers wide open on the left side, 15-foot jump shot, and he buries it.
Ernie Triano into the post, lost the handle, got it back. Drives, passes down low to his brother Dom, got it in a foul. Great find and a tremendous finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we've been wanting to see. Dominic Triano went up strong, absorbed that contact, scored the basket, and that foul was on Corey Sagich, his first, team's first here in the second half.
Free throw by Dom Triano is good. Wildwood will call a timeout here. It looks like it's going to be a 30, with Ocean City leading by 1 with 3:29 to go in the third quarter. This high school basketball broadcast brought to you in part by the Sierra Restaurant Group. If you're looking for a bite before or after the game, check out Poppy's, the Dogtooth, or the Mud Hen in Wildwood for a great local experience. The Bow Harbor Oceanfront Hotel in Wildwood Crest, a proud supporter of high school sports. When friends and family come to visit, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Bow Harbor 609-522-3343 or book online at bowharborhotels.com. And I know you mentioned it earlier, buddy, but you know, Joe Franco, very instrumental in coming on board as a sponsor this season, continuing the tradition started by his brother Paul, inducted into the Wall of Fame, and of course he passed away over the last year as well. Franco family, a big supporter of what we do here on 98.7 The Coast.
Yep.
30-29, Ocean City with the ball after the timeout. 3:20 to go, third quarter. Schlater, right side to Shavir. Back to Dylan Schlater. Sakers in the corner, Carianis. Sakers again, ball fakes, dips in, goes to Carianis, drives, offensive foul.
And
Carianis had the right idea. He put the shoulder down. John Bruno doesn't like the call, but that's a textbook offensive foul there.
Yeah, John Bruno is not happy with that call at all as he takes that long walk down the end of the floor. And he's taking the opportunity to get in the official's ear. But Ernie Triano did a good job. He established his position. He absorbed that contact, and therefore the charge is called. And Carianis picks up his second team foul against Ocean City here.
Fusick
in
to
the
Hans.
second half.
Hans for 3. Rattles it home. And Wildwood now leads it 32-30.
And again, Junior Hans has just been unconscious.
Sakers for 3. Off the iron, no good. Shavir the rebound, got it. And he fought through some contact to make that basket. Here's Hans on the right side, fakes the 3, drives into the post, kicks out. Ernie Triano for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Ocean City. We're tied at 32. 2:10 to go, third quarter. Schlater with it. Top of the key, jump stop, kicks to Shavir. Shavir, high post to Carianis. Into the lane, lost it, stolen away by Hans. Hans driving, Hans to the basket, layup is good.
And I'll tell you what.
Great no call by the official here at half court. An Ocean City player tried to reach in just to commit a foul to stop the play. That is a tremendous no call to allow him to go in and get that layup. Sakers with Wildwood leading by 2. Carianis. Schlater in the post. Sagic turns, goes to Shavir, pulls up off the glass, and good. I'll tell you what, Omero Shavir's mid-range game is on point, buddy.
He's been fun to watch the last 2 games we've had Ocean City, Brian. And you're right, his mid-range game is unbelievably good.
It's not something you see these
No,
days.
everybody's worried about the 3.
Fusick in the corner. Ernie Triano a drive, no good. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Rebound brought down by Ocean City Shavir. 1 minute to go in the third. We're tied at 34. It's been a real good one here, a game of runs. Carianis, an 18-foot baseline jumper is good. And he has 11 in his first start since the injury.
He's 5 for 5 from the floor.
Fusick, a deep 3. Bang!
And they needed that. They needed the sophomore. That's what he is. He's a shooter, and shooters shoot.
Schlater goes to Sagic. Back to Schlater. Left side, Sakers fakes a 3. Carianis got away with a walk, got to the basket, and laid it in. 23 seconds to go. See if Wildwood holds for 1 here.
38-37, Ocean City on top. 15 seconds.
Ryan Triano goes to Junior Hans.
Possession hour is in Wildwood's favor.
Ocean City by 1. Here's Hans, 6 seconds to go. Fusick to Hans. Hans to Fusick. Fusick has to rush a shot. No good, partially blocked. Wildwood wanted a foul and didn't get it. They're not happy over there. But at the end of the third quarter, it's Ocean City 38, Wildwood 37. Back after this 30-second break, 98-7 the Coast. The North Wildwood Recreation Department is a proud supporter of high school sports. For information on all camps, programs, and special events, give them a call at 609-522-2955 or log on to the recreation page at northwildwood.com. Irma Deli is the place to go for a great sandwich, pizza, and steak. Irma Deli is proud to sponsor high school sports on the coast. That's the Irma Deli on Breakwater Road in Irma, next to the Cape May Airport. Wildwood trailing by 1. They have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Triano with it. It's a ball screen from his cousin. Goes to Junior Hans for 3. I believe that was partially blocked. We have a foul. Corey Sagic blocked it, but he crashed into Junior Hans, and Hans is going to get 3 shots here.
That was a case right there where if that shot would have went in, the official wouldn't have called that. But he actually waited to see, and he had to call that because not only was he fouled, but that prevented the ball from even touching the rim.
Yeah, Sagic got a finger on it, but then crashed into Hans. First free throw's no good. Hans has 24 in the game. He's now 1 for 3 from the line. Second free throw is no good. Buddy, my observations on Junior Hans, he's got a nice stroke, doesn't use his legs enough.
No, he's got to get up. He's got to stay up on his toes.
That was better there, and he knocks that one down. He's got 25. We're tied at 38.
And that's what we tell when we're trying to teach young guys how to shoot a foul shot. Up on your toes, hand in the cookie jar.
Buddy knows all about the cookie jar.
Absolutely.
Here's Grimley in the game now. He has it on the right wing. Sagic on the left side now, up top to Schlater. Grimley. Schlater again. In the corner to Shavir. Shavir high post to Sagic. Stripped by Ernie Triano. And Wildwood can take the lead on this possession. Left side Hans in the corner to Fusick. Back to Hans. Hans tries to drive, shut off, goes to Ryan Troiano. He bounces it back to Junior Hans. Dribble penetrates, Fusick back to Hans, a deep three. Bang! Oh, that was deep. Hans with 28. And Wildwood leads at 41-38.
And that's his 5th three-pointer, Brian. He is now 5 for 9 from beyond the arc.
Shavir, a baseline drive, great move, and he lays it in.
Boy, he drew contact. He beat his man on the baseline, absorbed the contact, used the glass. And that Omaro Shavir, he is a player.
Fusick, a left wing three. Bang! That is Wildwood's 6th three-pointer of the second half.
And Fusick is now 2 for 4.
Wildwood by 4, 6:10 to go in the basketball game.
2 for 3 in this half beyond the arc.
Karianis goes up top to Slater. In the high post to Sagic. Great look down low to Karianis. Fumbled it, but it goes to Shavir. He gets into the top of the lane, goes to Sagic. Jumper by Grimley is short. Rebound, Shavir. Great save. Got it to Grimley. Grimley hit the foul line area. He goes to Shavir. Mero Shavir, buddy, he just does so many little things in addition to the scoring.
Well, that's his 11th rebound, Brian.
Baseline jumper by Karianis, almost banked in. Rebound Grimley, the layup is good. Timeout Ocean City. And this is a full timeout by the Raiders. Wildwood by 2, 5.5 to go. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. That's Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. And what do you wonder if that timeout was called by Ocean City to make a little adjustment defensively here with the great outside shooting that Wildwood has shown in the second half. They've hit 6 three-pointers. Hans with the basketball, top of the key. Goes to Ernie Troiano on the left side. He brings it back out. Goes to Fusick. Fusick to Ernie Troiano. And he bounces up to Hans. Hans rips through, drives, goes to the basket. Wild shot, no good. That's not a good shot there. And the rebound's brought down by Sagic. Ocean City can tie or take the lead with a 3. 5 minutes to go. Slater left side to Grimley. Now it's Sagic on the right wing. Slater again. Shavir. Zion Hamilton into the game for Wildwood. Here's a near steal, stolen away by Hans. And wow, Wildwood's going to have the basketball here. I think Wildwood would have rather have had that foul not called. Slater kind of grabbed at Hans, took away a wide open layup attempt.
But I think he did. He made enough contact where that's the type of foul you have to call.
Agreed.
And that's Slater. He picks up his first, team's 4th here in the second half.
Hamilton right side. Lost the dribble, got it to Ernie Troiano. Wildwood by 2, 4.5 to go. Ernie Troiano backs away to break a 5-second count. Flips it over to Junior Hans on the left side. Hans, dribble penetrates. Shut off. Still holding the dribble. Drives again. Bounces to Fusick. Wildwood taking some air out of the ball here, shortening the game. They lead by 2, 4:05 to go. Here's Ernie Troiano. Holding top of the key, or between the circles, I should say, goes to Fusick. Fusick lobs it over to Junior Hans. Back up to Ernie Troiano. 3:50 to go. Wildwood by 2. Fusick
there's
holding
a foul
the dribble.
there.
Still holding it. And now we have a timeout called by Wildwood to prevent a 5-second violation.
I'll tell you what, Jordan Fusick got fouled.
The 30-second timeout will keep it here.
I mean, that was earlier in that play, Slater really, not only he held him with a grab, but there was no call. And that's the type of foul or no call, Brian, where the offensive player can actually dribble the ball off his foot, off his leg, or possibly trip.
Lucky Bones in Cape May proudly supports all the athletes in Cape May County. Stop in Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. 44-42, Wildwood leads Ocean City here. Ocean City led this game 18-3. And Wildwood's largest lead was 4 on a couple of occasions.
And I know, the officials want to let them play. It's 3:42 to go, fourth quarter. But some fouls you can't just let go.
Here's Hans in the backcourt against Grimley. Brings it across the division line. Goes right side to Dom Troiano. Ocean City now is in man-to-man. 3.5 to go. Wildwood by 2. Fusick right side. Goes to Ernie Troiano. Dribbles to break a 5-second count. Backs away. Directs some teammates. Ernie Troiano, crossover dribble, goes to the basket, takes a bump, thought he was getting fouled, no call. And Ocean City has the basketball. There was definitely a bump by Sagic. Referees deemed there wasn't enough there for a foul, and Ocean City has it. Grimley on the left side, goes to Slater. To Grimley again, Slater top of the key to Shavir. Swung over to Grimley. Slater to Shavir. Drives right, shut off by Hans in the post. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound, they're going to get Junior Hans over the back of Omaro Shavir.
And I'll tell you what, Grimley used every part of the rim, and that just would not drop. But Shavir did a great job again with the offensive rebound. Hans picking up his second personal.
Sagic, right side, up to Shavir. Left side Slater, in the corner to Carianis. And that pass was tipped out of bounds. And Pat Grimley will inbound. And here's Dylan Slater.
2:27 to play, fourth quarter, 44-42, Wildwood on top.
Shavir in the corner, brings it back out. In the corner again, Sagic on the left side. Slater goes to Shavir. Shavir in the corner to Grimley. Up top to Slater. Slater swings it to Sagic. Left elbow jumper. No good. Rebound batted around. And it is brought down by Shavir. Got it in a foul.
And again, Ocean City just doing a good job. That time Grimley, he kept that alive with that tip that really didn't have a chance. But then Carianis was able to get his hand on it. It ends up with Shavir.
Free throw is good. And it's Ocean City now on top by 1. For Wildwood, that's a backbreaker. Because you just play great half-court defense, and then you give up an offensive rebound and an and 1. Hans with it, 1:55 to go. Wildwood trails by 1. Hans gets a ball screen into the top of the lane. Now it's the back away. Working against Carianis. Another screen from Dom Troiano. Takes it to the right, into the lane. Goes to Dom Troiano inside. He is fouled. And he's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
And that was a good job, good decision that time by Junior Hans. Instead of trying to force something that was not there, he was able to draw that defense to him, then elevate and find Dominic Troiano making himself big on that right block.
First one rattles in.
And then Dominic Troiano now with 9 points.
And the second one is good.
1:35 to play in the game. It's 46-45. Wildwood on top.
Sakers right side to Sagic. In the corner, Shavir. Drives baseline, pulls up, no good. Rebound, Carianis, lost it on the way up. Shavir, another offensive rebound for Ocean City, will reset. To Sagic in the corner. Sagic takes a bump, goes to Schlater. Now it's Shavir. Shavir to Sakers. Sagic on the left side. 1 minute to go. Wildwood by one. Shavir, lane area. Got it to Sagic, fakes, drives, no good but a foul. And Corey Sagic will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that foul is going to be called on Dominic Triano. He's going to pick up his second, 4th team foul against the Warriors. And as Brian said, Corey Sagic now goes to the line where he's 0 for 1.
Free throw is good.
Sagic bangs that one home.
And the story of this second half, really, buddy, particularly the fourth quarter, is Ocean City, just too many offensive rebounds for Wildwood's liking. Sagic makes both. Ocean City by 1 with 52.7 seconds to go. 30-second timeout called by Wildwood. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Crest Savings Bank. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. CrestSavings.com. So Ocean City now has the 47-46 lead with 52 seconds to go in the basketball game.
And Brian, as you said, Ocean City had 6 offensive rebounds in this quarter. 4 of them by Omero Shavir. And Shavir, I mean, he is really, you know, you said it, he does so many little things. He's got 15 rebounds to go along with his
well, the thing with Shavir,
points.
What I see with Shavir, buddy, is he's got a great nose for having an idea of where the ball's coming off the rim. And he's a quick leaper. He's not the tallest kid, but he is really hurting Wildwood on the glass. All right, here are the Warriors. Trailing by 1, 45 seconds to go now as Junior Hans brings it across half court. Hans holding, goes to Ernie Triano. Back to Hans. Hans to Fusick, 34 seconds to go. Hans about 40 feet from the basket. Holding, puts the ball on the floor against Sakers, gets a screen from Dom Triano. Drives baseline, goes to Dom Triano, spins in the lane. Jump, turnaround shot is no good, but he's fouled.
And Carianis is not happy with that call at all. He thinks he got that block clean, and he might have because they called the foul on Corey Sagic. Sagic picks up his 3rd, and it's going to send Dom Triano to the line to shoot 2 with 21.1 seconds left.
Free throw is good.
Dom Triano now 4 of 4.
So we're tied at 47 now.
From the charity
Buddy
stripe.
just put the 98-7 the Coast Hex on him. Second of 2 free throws for Dom Triano, and it's short. Rebound brought down by Ocean City. Here comes Sakers. Wildwood's got fouls to give, or make it Schlater. Schlater goes to Sakers in the corner. Driving is Shavir. Layup is good. 7 seconds to go. Wildwood calls timeout. And you know what, buddy? That is a poor job by Wildwood when you have 2 fouls to give there and you allow a baseline drive to the basket.
And I'll tell you what, and of all players, if you're going to deny somebody the ball, you're going to try and make sure it's Omero Shavir who does not touch it. But they gave it right where his bread and butter is, along that right baseline. And Shaviro.
I mean, you know, the bottom line is, buddy, Wildwood had 2 fouls to give. when Schlater brought the ball up into the half court, Wildwood was scrambling a little bit. They should have gone and taken one of those fouls right there and make Ocean City inbound and set their defense.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
You just can't. I mean, it's one thing to get beat on a jumper, but you can't allow someone to drive the baseline for a layup when you have 2 fouls to give.
49-47. Ocean City now on top.
Now, any foul by Ocean City would send Wildwood to the line for a 1-and-1. They have 6 team fouls.
And now it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Scott McCracken draws up in this timeout, Brian. Now, do you try and advance the ball and call another timeout? Because, I mean, they're going to inbound underneath the Ocean City basket and have to go the length of the floor. Where did they call the timeout? I mean, Ernie Triano had the ball up here.
Now we have another timeout called. We'll keep it here.
I mean, that's an interesting. Where was the basketball when the timeout was called?
The ball had yet to be thrown in when the timeout was called, okay?
Right.
We got people in the stands yelling. The whistle blew when the ball was in the air but the timeout was called when Wildwood had the ball out of bounds. The whistle blew when the ball was in the air. The ball was not caught out here closer to the division line.
And that's the reason the Warriors have to bring the ball in from underneath Ocean City's
But
basket.
the advantage to that, buddy, is that the inbounder also gets to run the end line. So it's Ocean City by 2 with 5 seconds to go.
And Ryan Triano will be the inbounder for the Warriors.
He'll trigger it. Gets it into Ernie Triano. He'll drive. Ernie pulls up for 3. No good. And the rebound's brought down by Carianis. And Ocean City wins it 49-47 in a tremendous basketball game here in Wildwood. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this on 98.7 The Coast.